they're not admissible, then the court cannot even look at them. Because being admissible, they will be admissible, but as far as they are competent, legally competent to be either.
The legality which you were saying, the question of legality.
Yes. Because competence, my lord, what are we talking about? Competence. What is it about competence? Are we talking about whether they are official, whether they are admitted, whether they are what is competence of an athlete? It is legality that we are carrying. What is the concept of competence of an athlete, which is alien to the law? What is competence of an athlete? It is the legality we are carrying. Legality. Yeah.
Okay, give us the word.
So, my lord, the issue should be framed as whether the affidavits of chamber, whether the affidavits of chamber Nathan Mwanzi Maumbe George William and Ben Mukasansari chamber Nathan Mwanzi Maumbe George William and Ben Mukasansari. Support of the first respondent's answer to the question. Support of the first respondent's answer to the question. Are legally admissible. So, in order to attend to the concern of Mr. Mizi, we have read them, yes, but we are challenging their reality.
That covers. No, my lord, no face.
My lord, in dealing compliance, issue number 1 and issue number 2, that will be issue. You cannot arrive at issue number 3 on admissibility after dealing with them in issue number 1 and number 2.
No, it can be handled as first because it's a legal point.
Okay, I think this the issue of affidavits will be number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1. Having issues with the judgments.
My lord, we have filed all the documents. They are attached to the several affidavits. Our first document is at page 19 of the petition. Page 19 of the petition. That is a return form for transmission of results. It's a public document. These documents are attached to the academic, essentially supposed to be read. And when it is read, it gets admitted. And that's
state that is going to another country. Because now so when we start with the exhibits, when we start with the exhibits, the fact,
I think we deal them right. They are more than 40. We deal with them right, then we go to.
And here we are covering both for the petitioner and for the respondent. So the affidavit is filed by the petitioner, and the respondents are deemed to have been read and admitted evidence.
Much obliged. So we continue then. So I was saying that page 19 is the return form for transmission of results.
I think the next stage would be we now determine who is going to be cross-examined and who is not going to be cross-examined. Now when we determine who is not going to be cross-examined, and we have documents which have their documents, those ones will now be like complete documents. But right now, for example, there is something about photocopies, and we're going to cross-examine that. That's the next, which is not admitted at this stage. So we're going to have that call. That's what's determining who's going to be.
So we are starting with the petitioner case. And then you do the respondents to let us know which witnesses would like to see that. Introduce yourself for the record, so the transcriber can always speak. For the record, I don't Samuel is in. My Lord, we intend to cross-examine all witnesses. There are not many. There are not many. Many. Yes, and if you realize each of them raised different issues, and we have picked them. That raises another challenge.
Yeah, so there are many, so you have to the witnesses for examining has to relate to there are certain points that are not contested. So,
No,
probably, hold on, please. There are certain points that are not contested. When I was reading through the petition, I saw many affidavits on violence, which is put forward by the petitioner, and the respondent also agrees to that. So on that, on the issue of violence, I don't think you need to cross-examine. There are several witnesses who testified on violence, many of them. And then you also come and state the same thing. So that then is not an issue for us.
My Lord, you will find that if our defense is that the same was orchestrated by them. First of all, then we need to cross-examine them. Secondly,
Okay, we go affidavit by affidavit.
yes,
So, no, I'm not giving you need to cross-examine which affidavit, which record, but this, you have to satisfy me as to the relevance for cross-examination. So you start
The petitioner.
the first one.
petitioner.
Petitioner.
Yes, the petitioner.
What issues?
Karimba,
Sorry, on the petitioner, is that is it agreed by both sides? As the relevance for cross-examination? Sorry?
my Lord, we don't have to.
My Lord, if I may, I don't know the relevance, but clearly the petitioner in affidavit is simply referring to a multitude of other witnesses as permitted by law who have given her all of this information and ultimate testimony. And all these other witnesses that she has referred to have shown at court, each single one of them. So they have the primary evidence that you need to cross-examine her on. But otherwise, if you ask the commissioner, if you ask the petitioner rather, what did Karimba have at stake? Clearly, the Karimba have to ask those questions. For her, the law permits her to say, I got this information from Karimba. The other requirement is, I have brought Karimba, so you can ask him what he told. Otherwise, if you're going to ask the petitioner questions, the information that other people gave her, that is permitted by the law to do that, and I don't see the relevance of what's happening.
May I also briefly, the essence of cross-examination is to test the veracity, the truthfulness of a witness. And now we have even instances, for example, where the petitioner says, Maumbe told me. And Maumbe says, I've never seen the petitioner, I've never talked to her, among others. So the petitioner having brought forward a case, she has to be tested to the truthfulness. She also swore, took an oath, she's deponed down there, and she's saying whatever I've stated is the truth and nothing but the truth. So all those bring her within the ambit of us probing her properly before God.
Maybe my own, I don't want to sound, but as an officer, maybe we need to get your guidance. If I go to your words, you say that before you grant leave, you want us to demonstrate
The relevance.
the relevance, why actually different, why these people examined. But if the facts are all clear, they are not contested, or they are not controversial, there will be need for cross-examination. There will be no need for cross-examination if the aspect is very clear and not controversial. Maybe I will ask this side, point out different why and say, I need to find cross-examine on this affidavit because it raises controversial issues. Then here it can be granted. Others are also known as an official. Seeing a scenario where I'm going to cross-examine 16 or 34 people.
Yes. Mr. This is this side. Yes, Mr. Mwazi, what are the issues you are interested in as far as the petition is concerned?
As far as the petition is concerned,
Yes, in terms of the key.
paragraph 17.
17?
Yeah, because I'm just giving you an
Yes,
example.
for example.
I state that on election day, the first respondents, agents, and campaigners with his knowledge and consent obstructed voters from voting at the election. That is a statement of fact that the decision has to be cross-examined. And then 22, that she's entitled to those reliefs. She has also to show that she's entitled to those reliefs. And to go through, we have to get it.
Okay, so I think since yes, Mr. Kaule.
My lord, after paragraph 17, the petitioner tells you in 18, 19, where she's getting this information from. This is my point. This is my point, my lord. The reliefs are not within her, remit. It is up to the court to give her the reliefs or not. But in 17, then she goes ahead to tell you that this information I'm telling you, why I'm saying like that, is from this person, whom she has courteously brought to the court.
Maybe my lord, yes.
So my lord, you're only going to let my grant if we are in the election. Otherwise, she has not do anything.
My lord, I think I understand Mr. Karu's point. And I think we can have it by striking go.
That
Yes, sir. It is hearsay. And we wait for, yeah, because hearsay.
that is happening every day.
Wait.
My lord, I trust Mr. Baba's experience on petition when he makes that statement. Yes, without his experience. Because the law allows a petitioner or a respondent to refer to other witnesses in the field, because the law says she could not have been in all places at the same time. So, Mr. Baba, that's a separate question, really. It's a separate position.
I think let him what they know. Let him what they know, which says you can go on fishing around the tail and stuff.
Okay, so the decision is, if it's granted, the first respondent was examining the petition. The next one, how you have to limit it then, because now since the petition covers many aspects. But the next one that you are interested in.
I think the next one, my road would be Maumbe and Jengo. Maumbe in 1276. And that one, the two, because they have to cover the issue with Mr. Harry. Maumbe, Fred William, and Jim. Then there is now Kenya Margaret. Now Kenya Margaret goes.
Still related to the same, connected with this group.
No. Now Kenya is coming in with photographs. And now Kenya comes in with several to Subira Martin, the one who offloaded.
That's set. Mr. Karole?
I don't have an issue because the other two will be received in my road. They're going to be tested, and that's what we say. No post-examination. And I understand they did not bring the
Yes, my lord, now, since we have about 31, we would request for maybe like 5 minutes. And we all agree.
Let's first finish this set. Let's finish this set.
This
the
set.
set that you mentioned. Not the number.
1283. I was maybe as the reference even there. This number has asked for Maumbe and for Chamber as my witnesses for him to cross-examine them. That's the challenge that we're trying to avoid. Now, I don't know whether we get to give asking for his witnesses and also ask for them, because that's the challenge of him having two evidence on record, and that's the challenge we're trying to cure, my lord. So I don't know now how we'll deal with that. Maybe we shall deal with it at that point. But now he's asking for them as my witnesses. I don't know if I'll also ask for them as his witnesses. I don't know how
We shall deal with that one when we reach your side. Let's deal with the respondents.
Much better.
Okay, so leave is granted to the first respondent, cross-examine, Chamber Nathan Mwanguzi, Maumbe George William, Nabukenya Margaret, and Sevaru Tusubiramati. Mr. Babazi, you had a prayer, right?
Yes, just to note, we were planning for short adjournment. Stand up? Same one? For 10 minutes. That will make this question of course examining all or a few easier for us. We hope to come back with
so the matter is stood over until 10:15 a.m.
Because 5 pages, because you say you just use the 10 minutes. We are going to
So right now the court has been adjourned for 10 to 20 minutes. So
what do we take? I mean, framing. And what you matter, then we go forward. But if you want let's say
ari mu kamera yanjye.
So we have for which polling station?
Mark to MAH. Your logo NS to Z. Then in parallel branches. AI. Anyway, your monitor where the NS your night,
We have Nambi of Praise. Zangola, N-N-F-K-I. We have Chip. We have Kalenzi Medi. Around Kalenzi structure already. We have Vavilius Sherina. Yes, already there. The other set. We have Babilius Sherina, an agent. Kabingo. We have Nasanga Deborah. Semata Lawrence. Then Giga Hakim is the last one. Semata is captured, Giga Hakim.
So who's that one? Hakim?
Giga Hakim. The last one is Deo Chavuma. That's the commissioner. That's the set.
Yes, my lord, similarly, just like we had indicated for the first set that it is alleging illegal practices, this particular set has persons who were agents at the different polling stations, the 14 polling stations. So there is one person from each polling station. However, they claim to be registered voters and agents, but there is no evidence of any proof of that, like an ID, among others as required by law. Then there are some who didn't date their affidavits.
They were according what do you call them? Registers attached to the petition. They are not among those.
I know we have not seen them, and they will help us to find themselves.
I see a petition. I saw several registers. I saw several registers attached to the petition.
Yes, my lord, we have not seen them, and it's one of the reasons why we would want them, because the jurisprudence requires that if you're coming to claim being a voter and agent, you must attach that as proof.
On page 757. What is that?
The register, my lord, for one of the police stations. Just one of them.
Yes, I thought that's why you find evidence whether or not they are voters.
I know the law doesn't require that. It's not our role. The duty is on whoever is coming to court, and you are bring evidence. The burden is on one side; it doesn't show. So the essence, among others, is that they help us do that. Secondly, some are undated. Then others have undated affidavits. Others have things that appear like thumbprints, but they appear like forward ink.
No, which one is undated?
I don't know, I'll check you that. My brother is Maumbe.
Another one?
Is Kwagala Olivia.
Page number?
Twelve 16, my lord. Twelve 16. Yes, my lord. Now, Saraiva.
12,
1224, my lord. On the thumbprint. Yes.
Manuel, that's on the thumbprint. Because that's like forward ink. And we would want to have the correct. My lord, 1251. 1251. It's 1250, non-samba, yes. It goes from 1250 to 51. The same is also undated, and we would love to know whether indeed this person appears. Alright. Yes, my lord. My lord, 1200 also has a forward ink, empowered ink brushes, and similar issues arise in that second set. I was just trying to highlight the reason why it would be important. We have clarification from them, and for short times we don't intend to play on them because of the issue.
Yes, that's all.
My lord, just to emphasize that
Yes.
each of these people raise distinct issues of allegations of
You can just mention your name.
I'm John
Okay,
Sisi.
the record.
Good to see my lord. I'm emphasizing on the point why we need each of these distinctly, whereas broadly the allegations raised may be similar, but there is distinct separate incidents or allegations in fact, and at different stations. So each of them raise independent, distinct, and separate allegations, which are
in a danger of going deep, but to satisfy you further on the IDs, Samuel is Murienwa. My lord, with several petitions we've handled, encountered scenario where the signature on the IDs differs from the deponent's signature. This has been an area which has been it's so notorious. That's why if we had the IDs attached, our question on Maumbe and others probably will not have arisen. That's the purpose of cross-examination. That's the purpose of an inquiry. That's the purpose of an investigation, which is envisaged in a trial of this nature. So, my lord, we believe we need all this as listed. We never served a fair hearing previously.
Okay, let me have the list from this side. You also give me your list, then I will decide at once. Your name,
My Lord, Kalule and Kasa, the petitioner. My lord, from the first respondent, we will require the first respondent himself. Nalukoola Rita, Nambi Dennis,
Second one is
Nalukoola Rita, Nambi Dennis, Sylvia Achove,
what is the other name of Senabulia?
Dennis, my lord, Dennis. Then Sylvia Achove, Kibirige Musa, Ben Mukasantare, Damba Ezekia, Chemba Nathan Mwanguzi, Maumbe Jojulia. Chemba Nathan Mwanguzi and Maumbe Jojulia. My lord, the reason is that they all deny allegations to do with illegal practices and offenses as alleged by them. That's why we need all of them. From the second respondent, my lord, I require the returning officer.
The name?
The name is Makabai Henry. Then I think there are two witnesses, my lord, who we thought the second respondent would bring, but they didn't. Apply for witness summons for those particular witnesses. There are two of them. The presiding officer for Boko Primary School, playground, KAT to MAJ. It's called Makov Shafik. The second person, my lord, is Beauty Shamim. Shamim, my lord, is the
You give me the names of those why you need witness summons.
my lord is Makov Shafik. Makov Shafik is the presiding officer. Was the presiding officer for Boko Primary School playground. KAT to MAJ, that police station. KAT to MAJ. Then the other one is the supervisor from Boko brother, as well Angola Calling Center.
The name?
The name is Mbuchi Shamim. So we are making that application.
The ones that need the witness summons are only two.
Only two.
Beauty Shabib and Makov Shabib.
Yes, and what we are making that application pursuant to section 83 of the BES, the Parliamentary Elections Act. Yes. I haven't yet finished. Section 83(1)(a. I'm making an application for this witnesses under section 83(1)(a), the Parliamentary Elections Act. That's all.
You have anything to
My lord, I have no objection. I have given the witness.
Your name?
Sabit A.
Sorry, what did you say?
I have no objection to the application. I have the witness produced. The trial.
I don't blame me what I did here. Respond to you gave me the opportunity to be direct my witness in all of this. But the request for some of these witnesses by first responder, especially the second cluster, my lord. Polling agents at polling stations. The petitioners polling agents at the 14 polling stations. I know the reasons they have highlighted for asking for leave to cross-examine do not apply to some of them. For example, my lord, Kaleba Habat, he has no what they call power in. Doesn't say it's a registered voter, and still the requirement for him to be elected. His affidavit is dated. That is the same with Mama Sarah. Same with Sima Mauritia. Also, my lord, the case with Serikwa Odoi. Same with Advance Jessica. Issues that are violated don't apply to them. My lord, the Power Victor falls in that category. Issues that are violated don't apply to him. Rube Sara Sanju says, Zainab Farida, same. League of Race, same. That Pravide Shekna, same. Now, those witnesses of the petitioner who are agents at those polling stations all say one thing. There was voting at those polling stations, which went on smoothly. But at the time of counting, some people came and disorganized the counting, so it was not completed. My lord, that issue is not contested either by the first or second respondent. His answer to the petition. In the first respondent's answer to the petition, my lord, paragraph 4, the answer to the petition, my lord, the first respondent admits that those polling stations returned 0-0, which is what we are saying. Well, the second respondent, his is even more direct. They say there's 0 return from those police stations. So that's what my witnesses are simply saying. I've reported, I've returned no results. The first respondent is saying yes, on those police stations, there were no results. The second respondent is saying yes, there are no results on those police stations. So you cross-examine them for what? They have no powered in, you can call powered in. Their affidavits are dated. They have not claimed to register the voters. So really, we do not see a reason why leave should be granted, at least for those persons that mentioned for cross-examination. I'm obliged, madam.
Yes, Mr. Uganda.
My Lord, briefly I'll start with the last issue raised by our colleague. My Lord, under paragraph 3 of the respondent's answer, the respondent is very clear that save for the violence, ballot pre-ticking, ballot stuffing, and alteration of the other forms orchestrated by the petitioner and her agents that did not affect the result of the election in a substantial manner. So it's not true that the respondent is agreeing with the petitioner in entirety. There is attribution. Who is responsible for that violence? Because there has been jurisprudence that you should not cause violence, then you come and want to benefit from it. So, my Lord, the essence of cross-examining this particular one from each polling station, who makes those allegations, is to look for what they did not say in the affidavit. Because our colleague says whatever they had to say, they have said it in the affidavit. The essence of cross-examination is to look for what you did not say. Because what you said was on hire. You came for a purpose, to make sure you nullify an election. The essence of cross-examination is to make you say what you did want to say. And that is part of the essence. My Lord, if you look at these particular witnesses that have been listed, one, they fall under that category. But two, you look at Babide Sherina, Nasanga, Babide Sherina, Nasanga, they say the first respondents agents, they even give names, came, beat me, and they caused the violence. Now they are attempting to attribute that violence to the first respondent and the agents. So it is important that they come. My Lord, there is a common adage that what is good for the goose should be as well for the gander. The only reason that our colleague has given for wanting to cross-examine the list he gave is that they denied the allegation. That is the reason. And I will quote the report because at this I'm still hearing very well. The only reason for the other witnesses, first respondent, that they denied the allegations. And that is his only reason. So, my Lord, the nature of the electoral petition usually goes into those details. And my Lord, without prejudice, I think the request and the EC does not object to the same, but it is very interesting why Matovu Shafik and Induki Shamim, who were presiding officers at 2 polling stations, the petitioner would want them to come without offering any reason why, and why out of the 14 polling stations his interest is in, first of all, wondering why the EC did not bring them, as if he expected them to come. And then miraculously, without even justification, making summon for these 2. Because our objection is that there should be demonstration at least of something for the summons. What is it? The way we are also laboring to have witnesses come and we debunk their lies, which they admitted as truth. would also think that there would be some justification that the petitioner's counsel would give for the magic behind these two persons. My Lord, briefly, that is it, and we submit that the application to have the same cross-examined is justified and in the interest of justice.
Yes, my Lord, as Samuel is put it in context and has decided in many cases, politically charged matters involve a lot of lies with a view to assisting your candidate to win judicial victory. My Lord, we've seen a member of parliament who was declared elected by court in the case of Wakaino Sereko in Chadron case. My Lord, the purpose is to test reliability. Reliability, accuracy, and inconsistencies, which we could not do by just reading and responding. We have to test the political biases of the opponents. Where do they lie? We already have the information. My Lord, we could not put it. It is only then that you can, the credibility test for such witnesses can pass through an inquiry and an investigation. We have highlighted, my Lord, the specific, if we read through, which we cannot do now, the specific content at every polling station and the accuracy of such can only be determined by putting them to test. My Lord, the devil lies in the detail, which has not been presented. So, my Lord, it's part of the process of uncovering new information. It's not bad, and highlighting weaknesses, which we've seen across board that we cannot submit at the preliminary stage. We believe it is important in the interest of justice and a fair trial in an inquiry that all witnesses highlighted before prosecution. To avoid a miscarriage.
Yes, there is just some clarification on these witnesses that they have some. The procedure, how is it going to be done? Because are they going to be
The ones for summons?
Yes.
Are they the ones for summons?
Yes, they will be witnesses of court. Because the procedure is going to confuse us. And then when they come, who is going to lead them? And if they are read by court, I don't know what court would want. Because that, I think that provision was put there specifically when court is stuck and they need some more evidence and light. So what actually Mr. Kaure is doing is a disguised application to file further witness statements. Because I'm wondering now he comes, he's cross-examined by Mr. Kaure.
On what?
On what? If he's led by court, what does court want to lead this person into? So, whereas the second respondent does not object, I'm just wondering how the record is going to look like. Because if the petitioner cross-examines and we also cross-examine, who should it form part? That is for to guide us.
have ordinarily responded to what they have said, but Mr. Uganda brought a new issue. A new issue to do with paragraph 2. The answer, first respondent's answer to the petition. And saying they intend.
But my lord, it's not a new issue. I just want to highlight.
You did say it before. You did say it before, so it's a new issue. So my lord, I'm saying that paragraph 2 of the answer to the petition, and what he says they want to get from the witnesses by virtue of that affidavit, i.e., that they want us, and they want to establish who caused the violence, who disturbed the voting and that kind of thing. That is not allowed under the law. Okay? Because that would amount, my lord, to begin bringing those kinds of facts and alleging malpractice, if at all, on the part of the petitioner, that will amount to a disguised cross petition, which is not allowed. My lord, the duty of the first respondent is to answer the allegations against him. It is not a defense for him to say that you are alleging that I committed bribery, but you also committed bribery. That's not a valid defense. When I say that you committed violence, it's not a valid defense for the first respondent to say, but you also committed violence. In other words, my lord, the first respondent is not permitted by the law to counter-allege. My lord, I'm not getting things from nowhere. What I'm saying is the decision of the Court of Appeal in the Nambi versus the Electoral Commission and Nambi.
Okay, Mr. Kamil, is that also leave for cross-examination?
Yes, my lord, because we raised that issue and I wanted to handle it like that. Because it's given as one of the reasons why he wants the witnesses. That's why I'm answering it as part of the Now, on the issue of witness summons, my lord, I don't know why the first respondent is scared about those witnesses. The second respondent say, I have the witnesses and I'll bring them. As far as procedure is concerned, the second respondent has said, I will bring them. He will read them. They are his witnesses. He will read them because he's the one who has brought them. The challenge I have, my lord, is that I could not bring these witnesses. Why? Because the EC Act bars them from giving information without the authority of the second respondent. So there is no other way I could have brought them, apart from asking for summons so that they can come. Because if I asked the EC to bring them, if I had gone to them to bring evidence, they wouldn't have, because the EC Act bars Section 8 of the EC Act. The EC has to consent for them to come. So my lord, there is no other way apart from court summoning them, and we shall, after the second respondent has introduced them, then carry on in the cross-examination. If the first respondent also likes cross-examining the witness, so be it. There is no bar. Which bar? Which bar? I have already disclosed in my word why the persons I need, this is Shafiq and the Bishop. They are supervising areas where there was, where there was 0-0 return. And that is why they want them. That's why I'm bringing it up. They want people who are the working police station. The same reason they have, the same reason I have. It cannot work only one way.
Okay, so the decision on leave to cross-examine shall be pronounced at 2 p.m. today. So the matter is stood over until 2 p.m.
For those of you who are watching live, this is the Heavy Media. Subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll make it happen. The court has stood over for, it is Right now, there are 3 hours. It is 11 from right now, 4 minutes past 11. So the court has stood around for 3 decade hours, and we are coming back in those hours for the procession, ladies and gentlemen. Just subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll make it happen. If you don't know what to do next, it is all about you subscribing, and we get to know what is going to transpire. Right about now, Nalukoola is live in court, and we are live with another one who is called. We still have Nambi. We still have Nambi. Pastor, good morning, sir. How are you doing? We've been live with